Steve Dotto here. How the heck you doing this fine day? At dottotech, we make technology easy so you can do more. Now, today on growing my YouTube channel to 1 million subscribers, I want to talk to you about thumbnail images. Now, this vlog is all about the experience that I'm going through, sharing it with you as we try and take our little channel, which is now just a little bit over 200,000 subscribers, to 1 million subscribers as fast as we can. I'm hoping we can do it within a few years, but we will see. And it's the mistakes, it's the opportunities, it's the success stories. I'm going to just share with you the journey as we tweak our channel and we learn about growing a community and growing a channel on YouTube. And as I said, today's topic is thumbnails, which might seem a little bit boring to some people because we've talked about thumbnails, or maybe not recently in this vlog, but if you were looking at any YouTube advisor, they talk ad nauseum about how important your thumbnail image is. And I think one of the reasons they talk about it so much is because it's important on multiple levels. Of course, the branding and the appeal of your video, kind of curb appeal of your video, is tremendously important. But today I was going through my analytics, which is a really healthy exercise for us all to do. And as I was looking for the source of where my views are coming from and understanding how to grow my channel, I'm trying to understand more where my community is coming from and where the views and ultimately the subscribers are coming from. So how are they seeing my video? How are they clicking on that click to get in and watch my video? So as I was looking at that, I was struck by one statistic, which it might be unique to my channel. I don't think it is. When you look at your own analytics, you'll determine. But I was struck by how important I believe thumbnail images are for success in that space. Let me show you. Let me go into my analytics. So I've got the new Studio Beta up here, which is the new version of the Studio. And let's go into analytics here. And when you go into your analytics, where I want you to look in your own analytics is under reach viewers. This tells us where we go to reach our viewers, where the viewers are coming from on our channel. And if we take a look here, these are this traffic source types. So this is where actual people, this is channel-wide, not for any specific video right now. This is channel-wide where people are coming in to watch our videos from. And I've got suggested videos, which is number 1. That's good. Browse features, number 2. YouTube search is 3rd. External and notifications are the other sources that I'm getting them from. So the first thing we need to do to understand where the traffic's coming from is understand what each of those terms mean. Suggested videos is when you're watching a related video. You know how the suggested videos will appear in the side or at the end of that video? That's where that traffic is coming from. And I would say that having that as my top traffic source is a pretty encouraging sign. It means that YouTube thinks that my videos are relevant and impactful in the vertical markets that I deliver them in. So they're fairly free and they fairly regularly suggest them to other people. And that creates new traffic. Now let's think about thumbnails from that perspective. They're not just suggesting my video, they're suggesting multiple videos at the end of each one of these videos. So the fact that people are choosing to click on mine has everything to do with the curb appeal of the thumbnail, I believe. The second is browse features. Now, browse features is when you go to the YouTube homepage or your homepage in YouTube and you've got a listing of all of the different videos that you can view. Let's go to my homepage here and take a look. We'll just go to YouTube. And here, if the browse features would be all of the different kind of recommended and different videos that appear here in the browser as we're browsing through, or in the Google homepage, in the Play page, it's where they appear. Now, typically speaking, you're going to be getting primarily videos from content creators that you're subscribed to. So a lot of those browse feature views are coming from people who already subscribe to my channel, but you also get people who you're not subscribed to. So I'm subscribed to some of these, but I'm not subscribed to others. So that's browse features again. Let's just look at that on the surface. What's going to cause you to click? The thumbnail is what's going to draw you to read the title and to think about clicking on it. So again, thumbnail image, super important for driving traffic. So even if you've got a video of good authority that YouTube is presenting on these pages, you've got all these other great thumbnails that you're competing against for them to click on your video. So again, thumbnail images, super important based on that criteria. The YouTube search is obviously important because there's going to be a listing of all of the different videos that you search for. And again, the thumbnail image, as well as the description at that point there, I think have an awful lot to do with whether or not people are going to click. And for my traffic, that combination is what? That's 38 and 40. It's almost 80% of my total views just come from those aspects. External is where you've got an external link. So from my website driving people back, or my Twitter feed driving people back to YouTube, or other people suggesting my videos on their vlogs or blogs, driving traffic to our videos. And notifications is from subscribers. When you get a notification on one of your devices that we've uploaded a new video. You know how we always say, ring that notification bell? That's why we want you to ring the notification bell, so you'll be notified. And then I get what, 3.3% of my total channel views comes from people who have clicked that notification bell and then respond to that notification. I think when you really recognize how people are coming to your videos and the choices they have at the jump off point, when they've searched for a topic, when they've opened a page and they have or they've watched another video and there's suggested videos coming up and they want to learn more or they want to watch more on the topic, when they're at those jump off points, the curb appeal of your product, your video, to get people to click, that's what thumbnails are all about. And so the more energy that we invest in creating good thumbnail images, I think that that's just money well spent and time well spent at this point. So how do you go about creating a great thumbnail? And there seems to be a lot of, there is a lot of good videos. If you do a search on thumbnail images, let's take a look. I did a search here earlier. There it is. Thumbnail, YouTube thumbnail images. And there's Cannel has got something right off the top. And you see the regular players offering advice here. Nimman, Justin Brown, great guy. I like him, the Australian guy. He's got a really nice and growing YouTube channel. He's got suggestions on making thumbnail images on your iPhone. And so all of these guys here have suggestions on how to create great thumbnail images. And you can see, you know, if you look at them, you see some real common features on all of the people who are teaching you about thumbnail images on their thumbnail images. And what do they have? Well, they've got really bright and easy to understand text that jumps out at you and has tremendous energy. And they've got somebody's face. They've got a face, usually in a kind of a pose that makes you want to click on it, or that makes you wonder what's going on, a little quizzical, a little energetic. There's lots of energy and even a little bit of clickbaitiness in their images. Colorful, easy to understand, not subtle, not artistic, in your face. So you got to be comfortable with that, I think, if you want to have a thumbnail that's following these people's suggestions, which I see no reason personally not to at this particular point. So I'll include links to some of these videos. You can certainly search on some yourself, but spend some time, if you are thinking about growing that channel, spend some time thinking about why thumbnail images are important, recognizing what those jump off points are for people to come and watch your videos just by looking at your analytics, seeing where people are coming in, and then imagining if you have a more engaging and compelling call to action at that point. If your thumbnail image stands out, if it's really appealing, if it really hits the mark, that should be something that you can do, which is really pretty easy to dramatically increase the amount of traffic that you're going to get and help you in the growth of your YouTube channel. Well, if you've got comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you feel about thumbnail images? What tools are you using to create your thumbnail images? I just use Photoshop for the most part, but what tools are you using and how are you creating your thumbnail images? Is there starting to be much of a muchness about them? Are they starting to blend together because everybody's following the same format now for thumbnails? That's one thing that I do worry about. Love to hear your comments in the YouTube comments below. Now, while I don't have time to respond to each and every comment, I promise you I do read each and every comment. I hope you found our video today to be useful, and if you have a couple of favors to ask, please share it with others who you think might be interested in learning to grow a YouTube channel. Secondly, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And what do I want you to do? Ring that notification bell. Become one of the 3.8% that come through notifications to watch our videos. And finally, thanks so much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Steve Dotto. Have fun storming a castle.